had any money come in. I haven't had anybody call me back. I didn't have anything. I have no idea. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost my animals. I mean, come on, man. We're not getting anything. Till today, I still didn't get my meds. I cannot get my meds yet. I have no money anymore. I think Joe Biden should take his $700 and get back on the plane and go home. That's what I think. Because $700 compared to all the millions he's giving to Ukraine, why? We need it. That's why we don't understand why. We're citizens and we cannot get money. But if they're not citizens, they get gazillions of dollars from the USA. Fix your house before you fix somebody else.
The people of Lahaina are very obviously pissed, and rightfully so. From everything that I have been gathering, from everyone that I have listened to personally, everyone down there seems to be on the same page. All of them, refuse to believe that all of this stuff that happened is just some type of coincidence. They do not believe that it's all just one big coincidence. And I'm not necessarily talking about how the fires started. I know there's a lot of conversation right now about how the fires may have started, and there's a lot of conversations that have been had over the past few months about how all of these fires are randomly starting, but I'm talking about the decisions that were made during the fire and the decisions that continue to be made after the fire. It's not just one big coincidence, from turning the water off, from blocking people, from escaping, to not sounding the alarms and warning people. It's not just all one big coincidence, if you ask me. In fact, I think that any sane person that's not brainwashed by the government and the media, if you sat down with all of the facts in front of you, there's no way you would believe that it was all a coincidence either. And like I said, it's not just about how the fire started or even what happened during the fire. It's about the response as well. They've gone out into the area and they prioritized putting up walls and fences so no one can see anything. And if you ask me, they're kind of like choking these people out. They're doing whatever they can to make these people's lives a living hell. You would think that these agencies are down there helping, doing whatever they can to help, but in reality, they're blocking help. They're stopping help. And in my opinion, they want to make these people as desperate as possible. They want to lower the morale because, this is an area where people stick together. Everyone is coming together. Even though it's a demoralizing situation, you lost everything, it gives you hope when you see your neighbors helping. It gives you hope when you go to the beach and there are boats coming in with locals just bringing in supplies, but they don't want these people to have hope. In my opinion, they want these people to lose hope, which is why they've been making the decisions that they've been making. This is why they're blocking food, water, and medical supplies from reaching these survivors, because they want these people as beat up, as demoralized, and as desperate as possible. You got to really put yourself in their shoes. You lost everything. Maybe even you lost family. You lost your home. You maybe lost all of the money you were saving inside your home. Maybe you lost your pets. Maybe you lost your car, your boat, your way of life, or maybe your job burned it down. They know that these people are in a desperate position. So instead of giving them hope, instead of helping, they want these people to be down and out. Because when you're down and out and you're desperate, you're more likely to take whatever deals they try to give you. I find it very funny that that these agencies are blocking people from providing other people with food, water, and medical supplies, but they're not blocking BlackRock and all of these other investors from entering into the area, trying to buy up people's homes and land as they're digging through the remains looking for the ashes of their loved ones. Literally. Some of these people have not even been allowed to return to their home to try to look for the ashes of their kids that burned alive inside of their houses. Yet BlackRock is allowed to bother these people and harass these people trying to buy their homes and land. So when you look at the decisions that are being made and you see that they are stupid decisions and you wonder, why on earth would anyone make these decisions? It's happening on purpose. They want these people as desperate as possible because then they'll be more likely to sell everything, to give everything up. And I can tell you, when your back's against the wall, you're thinking about your kids, your future, and everything you had, everything you built, everything you worked for is now ashes. It's going to be really hard for these people to be turning down these checks and these offers and these deals that are coming their way. But I'm hoping they stay strong. I'm hoping this community sticks together, and I hope they rebuild. I'm going to do anything I can to continue spreading this story, as I always do when we have situations like this one. But I want to go ahead and roll this clip. I want you all to listen to what this woman has to say, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
We busted our ass, and this is what we get. Nobody called us. Our phones didn't work from 5 in the morning. The fire was not 10 o'clock when I went to work. The fire was still there. There was no water. Tell me if that's coincidence. No water, no warning. And everybody talking about the satellite city before the fire. Lahaina going to be the first satellite city. Well, hey, Jeff Bezos, you got what you wanted. Oprah, you got what you wanted. And the guy who owns the nut, you got what you wanted. Fuck us all over. That's what happened. We need help in Lahaina. Who's going to come now and ask us, can I pray for you, Auntie?
Thank you.
Can I help you with your paperwork? Because all we got so far was $700, and we don't know who to call or anything. It's culturally insensitive in that zone.
Now, if you're still here, let me know down in the comments below. Just go ahead and type, I'm still here, and drop a thumbs up. But yeah, these people are not here to play any games. I think that they awoke a sleeping giant. Isn't it weird? You know, in World War II, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, and it was said that they awoke a sleeping giant. Now, here we have another attack in Hawaii, if you ask me. And when I say attack, I'm not saying that space lasers caused the fire, even though maybe they did. I'm talking about the attack that happened once the flames broke out and once the flames died down. Because in my opinion, this is an attack. As she said, Oprah, Bill Gates, all of you billionaires, you got your way. You got your way. Jeff Bezos, you got your way. Zuckerberg, you got your way. I don't think it's a coincidence that Lahaina was supposed to turn into this smart city. And I've been warning you all about these cities for a while now. They have different names. They were first called the 15-minute city. Now they're calling them smart cities. They'll call them whatever you want. But the reality is they're trying to restructure our society. They're trying to restructure the way we live because they want us contained. The people of Lahaina were not having it. They wanted to keep their way of life. They wanted to keep their homes. They did not want to turn into some smart, fast city. They've been holding out for a long time. And now, look what happened. The rich and powerful were going to get their way one way or another. I'm not saying that they caused the fire, but they damn sure took advantage of it. And they damn sure went out of their way to make sure that the flames weren't put out. And they damn sure went out of their way to make sure that people couldn't escape. Almost as if they wanted this to happen. Almost as if they saw the fires and instead of thinking about helping, they thought of how can we take advantage of this? How can we use this against these people? How can we use this to benefit us? And that's what is happening right now down in Lahaina. They're trying to capitalize off of this disaster in any way possible, and it is absolutely disgusting. But I don't think it's a coincidence. At some point, you have to start taking these pieces and you have to start putting them together to see if there's a bigger picture. There's a puzzle here. It's not hard to solve, folks. There's not all of these coincidences surrounding these type of situations for no reason. Why is it every time we have a big event like this, when you look into it, there's always these odd, questionable details. There's weird decisions being made. The people involved in the situation always have ties to other weird situations. And when you look at the Maui fires, it's all there. Plans to, turn the city into a smart city. You've had rich investors trying to buy this land for years. You have the police chief who's tied to other crazy events. It's all really weird. It's all really weird. And unfortunately, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Even though they're already trying to buy the homes, they're already trying to figure out what to do with the land, we still have hundreds of people missing, hundreds of bodies that have yet to be identified, and it seems like they're moving really fast with everything else while going really slow on telling us, who passed away, who didn't, who was found, who wasn't. Like, we're waiting on all of these details. Meanwhile, they're full steam ahead on all of their other plans. But you go ahead and go full steam ahead down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.